Now, the fourth proof that we have here are the witnesses. And you can't get around witnesses. Any lawyer that went to court today would love to have this many witnesses. If he did, he'd win his case. And I don't care what it was. Verse 5. And that he was seen of Cephas, then of the 12. Mentions Cephas first. He appeared to Cephas privately. You say, what took place? None of my business, and I guess it's none of yours either. He appeared to Cephas. After all, he denied him. He had to get things straightened out. You see, our Lord was in the foot-washing business. He was seen of Cephas, then of the 12. And somebody says then of the 12, who are we talking about? We're talking about 10 men. He's appeared to Cephas privately, and then he appeared to the 10. But they've been called the 12 because when they all put together, and Paul joins them, you have the 12. After that, he was seen of above 500 brethren at once, of whom the greater part remain unto the present, but some have fallen asleep. 500 saw him at one time. I think it is up yonder in Galilee, around the Sea of Galilee somewhere. You remember he said to them, I will meet you in Galilee. And I think as these men moved up through the country, they said, where are you going? Jesus died. You're going back to fishing? No, we're going up there to meet him. He's back from the dead. And I think there were 500 followers of him that were up there to see him at one time. Now, will you notice? After that, he was seen of James, probably a private interview, and then of all the apostles. But last of all, he was seen of me also, as one born out of due time. Paul says, I saw him. My friend, it's very difficult to answer a man who saw it, especially if you didn't see it. Very difficult. These are the witnesses. Here are the four proofs that Paul gives us right here at the beginning of the resurrection.